You think they're ever gonna see you for what you're worth? Ah, no, kid. They're too busy whispering behind your back, casting their little doubts, calling you every name they can muster. And that should make you burn, should make every nerve in your body sizzle. But I bet it don't, huh? Nah, you're sitting here, probably feeling sorry for yourself, wondering why they don't get it, why they don't get you. Huh. Let me tell you something real sad, kid. The world, it's never gonna give you the satisfaction of seeing what you got inside. You walk down the street, they don't see potential. They don't see power. They see nothing. And maybe that hurts. Maybe it makes you want to crawl into a hole, get small, disappear. But that's where they're wrong. See, they don't know the pain you carry, the scars that made you who you are. To them, you're just another face, another voice lost in the noise. Now, here's where it gets interesting. They doubt you, yeah. They think you're a joke. Good. Let them. Let them think you're weak, that you don't have what it takes. And while they're sleeping safe, wrapped up in their little lives, you'll be building. Bit by bit, layer by layer, you're turning that doubt, that fire, into something deadly, something unstoppable. You know, there's something beautiful about being the underdog, about letting them underestimate you. Because when the time comes, and it will come, you're gonna hit them so hard, they're gonna forget how to breathe. Imagine it, kid. That moment when they realize how wrong they were. When their faces go slack with shock, and all they can do is watch you rise. You don't need anyone's approval. Approval's for the weak. Approval's for those who want to be liked, who want to be loved. But you're on a different path. You're not here to be liked. You're here to make them remember. To haunt them with what they didn't see. With the force they never thought possible. So, let them doubt you. Keep your head low. Stay quiet. Be the shadow they think is harmless. The flicker they ignore. And when you're ready, when the world is least expecting it, show them. Show them what their doubt has built. Show them the monster they fed. And when you do, watch that priceless look of terror, of disbelief on their faces. That, my friend, is a reward worth every damn minute of this fight. You know, it's funny how people go round acting like they've got you all figured out. Like they know who you are, what you're capable of. They'll slap labels on you, make their assumptions, build a little box, and shove you inside it. They'll talk down, laugh when you walk by, and in their heads, they've already decided your story. But here's the kicker. Kid, they don't know a damn thing. They don't know about those nights you spent alone, clawing at every bit of strength you could muster just to keep your head above water. They don't know about the sacrifices, the battles you fought just to stand here today. To them, you're just ordinary. Let them think that. Yeah? Let them believe you're weak. Hell, let them think you're nothing at all. 'Cause here's the thing. When you're invisible, you get to do the impossible right under their noses. You get to work in the dark, push yourself harder than they could ever imagine, build something so unstoppable, they won't see it coming till it's too late. See, they want to live in a world that's predictable, where people stay in their little lanes, playing by the rules. But you're different. You've tasted pain, looked in the mirror, and seen the scars, the cracks, the raw places they'll never understand. That's where the real power comes from. That's what makes you dangerous. Every doubt they throw your way, every laugh, every snide remark, it's fuel, kid. Take it. Absorb it. Let it eat at you, gnaw at your soul, till all that's left is that fire, burning in your gut. It's not about getting even. It's about showing them you never needed them in the first place. Imagine this. Picture the day you break free, when you finally step into the light and they see what you've become. The shock, the fear, the sheer disbelief in their eyes when they realize they didn't just ignore you, they fueled you. They fed the very thing they tried to crush. And that's something they'll never live down. People are funny, you know. They're all looking for power, for control. But real power comes from the pain, from the scars they think make you weak. So, they'll keep pushing you down, expecting you to break. And you'll keep rising. You'll use every bit of that agony, every ounce of rage, to build something they can't touch. And when you finally make your move, when you stand tall with that quiet, deadly confidence, they won't know what hit them. They'll be stunned, stammering, trying to understand how they could have missed it, how they could have been so blind. So let them doubt you. Smile when they laugh, nod when they scoff. Keep your head down and keep building. 'Cause one day, when they least expect it, you'll show them what you've become. And their shock? Oh, it'll be priceless. That's the beauty of it, kid. They get to live in their little bubble, blissfully unaware, thinking they've won. Meanwhile, you're turning into something they couldn't even dream of. You're shaping your own destiny, bit by bit, out of the very shadows they cast over you. And when you finally step out of those shadows, you're not just a man anymore. You're something more. Something they fear. Something they'll never forget. So keep that fire burning. Let it shape you. Let it turn you into something beyond their wildest nightmares. You don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. The only thing you need is that fire. And once you've got that, once you know what you're capable of, there ain't a soul on this planet that can stop you. Not anymore. Here's something they'll never teach you. Something they're too afraid to admit. Pain. Real, gut-wrenching pain. It's not something to fear. Nah, pain's a teacher, kid. The best damn teacher there is. You think I got here by walking an easy road? By taking the path of least resistance? No. I crawled through the fire, let it burn me down till there was nothing left but the raw, broken pieces. And from those pieces, I built something new, something stronger. People think they can walk through life untouched, that they can avoid the darkness and come out strong. They don't realize that strength, real strength, it only comes from those places most people are too scared to go. They don't want to feel the hurt, don't want to face the demons that come with it. But you're different. You know what it's like to be on the edge, to feel like the whole world's against you, like every damn thing's stacked up just to knock you down. And yeah, it's rough, it's lonely. But that loneliness, that isolation, it's not a curse, kid. It's a forge. It's where the weak break and the strong are made. When you're alone, when there's no one else around to give you strength, to pick you up, that's when you find out what you're really made of. That's when you learn to stand on your own 2 feet, with no one else to hold you up. And when you can do that, when you've faced the darkest parts of yourself and made it through, there's nothing left to fear. People walk around chasing comfort, looking for a way out of the pain. They don't realize that pain is the way through. It's the path, not the obstacle. Every time you face it, every time you don't back down, you're building yourself. You're adding layers to who you are, making yourself into something they can't touch. So let them laugh. Let them think they got you figured out. Smile when they call you weak, when they mock your dreams. Because every sneer, every snide little remark, it's fuel, it's ammunition. And one day, when you're ready, and when you've turned every insult, every doubt into armor, you'll show them. You'll show them exactly what you're capable of. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone but you. That's the secret. The truth they don't want you to know. This world, it'll try to tell you who you are, what you can do. It'll try to box you in, keep you small. But you don't have to listen. The only voice that matters is the one inside you. The one telling you to keep pushing, to keep rising, no matter how many times you fall. They'll try to break you, to strip away your confidence, make you doubt yourself. But here's the beauty of it, kid. Every time they try, every hit they take, you get stronger. You get sharper. You're like a blade, being honed with every clash, every insult. And one day, you'll be a weapon so sharp, they won't see it coming till they're already bleeding. That's the irony, isn't it? They spend all this time trying to tear you down, but all they're doing is building you up, piece by piece. They don't see it now, can't even imagine it. But when the time comes, when you rise out to the darkness they left you in, it'll be their worst nightmare and your greatest triumph. So don't waste your time begging for their respect. hoping for their approval. Respect's something you take. It's something you demand. And when you're ready, when you've turned all that pain, all that anger into pure, raw power, they won't have a choice but to give it to you. They'll see what they ignored, what they tried to break, and they'll realize they were the fools. The world's full of people who play it safe, who'd rather be comfortable than be strong. But you're built different. You've walked through the fire, seen the darkness, and you're still here. And that makes you dangerous. 'Cause they can't hurt you anymore. Not really. You've already been through the worst, already faced the shadows. So let them doubt you. Let them throw every insult, every sneer they've got. And while they're busy talking, you'll be working. You'll be building something they won't be able to touch. And when you're ready, when you finally step into the light, they'll realize you were never the weak one. They were. They just couldn't see it. You know, most people, they think life owes them something. They go round expecting the world to play fair, to give them a chance, to make it easy. But here's the truth, kid. Life, it doesn't owe you a damn thing. The sooner you get that, the sooner you stop looking outside yourself for strength. 'Cause strength, it doesn't come from outside. It doesn't come from handouts, from second chances. Strength, real strength, comes from within. From digging down, clawing at the bottom when there's nothing left to hold on to but your own will to keep going. See, that's the thing most people don't get. They think they can wish their way to the top, that they can complain, cry, and someone will come to save them. They're wrong. Out here, in the real world, nobody's coming to save you. You either save yourself or you sink. And that's where most of them fail, because they're too scared to face the truth, too scared to go to that place inside where it's just them and their own darkness. But you're different. I can see it. You've been there. You know what it's like to look in the mirror and see nothing but scars. To feel the weight of every mistake, every failure bearing down on you. But you're still here. And that makes you dangerous. 'Cause when you've been to the edge, when you've seen the worst this world has to offer, and you've made it through, there's nothing left to fear. There's nothing left to lose. That's why they'll never understand you. Why they'll always look down, think they're better. 'Cause they're still living in a world where they think they're safe. They're still holding on to their little comforts, their petty little lives, thinking it'll all protect them. But you know the truth. You've seen how fragile it all is, how quick it can fall apart. And that makes you strong, stronger than they'll ever be. They don't get that their weakness, their need for comfort, it's what chains them down, keeps them small. While you're free. You don't need their approval, don't need their safety nets. You're building your own strength, brick by brick, forged in fire. And one day, you'll be unstoppable. So let them laugh. Let them underestimate you. They think they've got you figured out. Think you're stuck where you are. But they don't know the fire burning inside you. The drive that keeps pushing you forward, even when every bone in your body screams to stop. They don't know what you've been through, what you're capable of. And by the time they realize, by the time they see who you really are, it'll be too late. Because here's the thing, kid. Revenge, payback. It's not about hurting them. It's about making them see what they missed. Making them realize how wrong they were to doubt you. It's about shattering every illusion they had about who you are and replacing it with a truth so undeniable it leaves them shaken. They think they know power. They think they know strength. They haven't got a clue. Real power is being able to look your demons in the face, to stand tall even when the world's trying to break you down. Real power is taking every hit, every ounce of pain, and turning it into fuel. And when you've done that, when you've risen from the ashes of their doubt, their laughter, their scorn, that's when you become unstoppable. Picture it, kid. That day when you finally step out of the shadows, when they see you for what you've become. They'll be stunned, paralyzed by the shock. They won't even be able to process it, won't be able to grasp how you went from the person they doubted to the force standing before them. And their shock, their disbelief, that's the payoff. That's what makes it all worth it. Let them have their comfort, their safety. Let them stay in the shallow end, where it's warm and safe. But you don't belong there. You belong in the depths, in the places most people are too scared to go. You belong in the darkness, where strength is born, where the weak don't survive. 'Cause you've seen the truth, you've faced your own fears, and you've made it through. And when the time comes, when you're finally ready to rise, there won't be a soul on this earth who can stand in your way. They'll see the scars, the fire in your eyes, and they'll know. They'll know they were wrong. And that, kid, that's something they'll never recover from. So go ahead. Embrace the doubt, the pain, the isolation. Let it shape you, harden you. Because when you come out the other side, you won't just be another person. You'll be something else. Something they can't touch, can't break. And every time they see you, every time they hear your name, they'll remember. They'll remember that they were wrong to doubt you. And that knowledge, it'll haunt them like a shadow they can't escape. That's the real victory, kid. Not just proving them wrong, but making them live with it. Making them see, day in and day out, the strength they tried to crush. And that's the kind of power they'll never understand. It's the kind of power they'll never forget. Let me spell it out for you, kid. The truth is, Most people will never see you for what you are. They're blind, trapped in their tiny lives, too scared to look into the shadows. They don't want to understand pain, don't want to know what it really takes to rise from the dirt. So, forget about them. Don't look to them for validation, for acceptance. They're never going to give it to you, and you shouldn't want it. You're not here to be understood. You're here to make a mark, to carve a path that they're too weak to follow. And when the time comes, when you're finally ready to show them what you've become, don't hold back. Don't give them mercy. Don't give them a moment to recover. They didn't give you kindness. They didn't give you respect. So give them the one thing they deserve, the cold, hard truth. Show them that their laughter, their doubt, their insults were the kindling to the fire they can't put out. Let them see, up close, what it means to be underestimated and destroyed by it. In the end, you won't just prove them wrong. You'll make them regret ever doubting you. You'll haunt their thoughts, a reminder of their own blindness, their own weakness. They'll carry that shame like a scar, a mark of their failure to see what was right in front of them. And every time they think of you, every time they hear your name, it'll be a reminder of what they lost, of what they'll never be. So go on, kid. Embrace the darkness. Let it fuel you. Because someday, they'll look into your eyes and see the monster they created. And by then, it'll be too late. By then, you'll be unstoppable. And that's when you'll know you won.